I call this Look Fit Friday. Bonus points if you make me cry. I saw in your post history you had a miscarriage. It won't be the last, man, to leave your life in a hurry. Holy sh, nobody else even try. You win. Goddamn. Yeah, even I felt kinda bad about it. Roast aside, I'm sorry, but you asked for it. Oh, I did. A+, man, that was awful, but damn if I didn't still laugh. I'm 85% certain that there is an adult actress in my philosophy class. Probably Lexi Bell, but I don't know. Any suggestions on how I can know for sure? It would be too hard and unethical to take a picture and put it up here, and going up to her and saying, "Don't I know you from somewhere?" would probably be a bad idea. Edit. The main reason I'm wondering is just curiosity. Nothing more. Sorry. If it is her, then I applaud her for taking classes. Like a few comments have said, she may be trying to get out of the industry, and I have no reason to surprise her with someone recognizing her. If I find out anything more, then I will post it. Edit 2. Alas. Twas not her. Had I known that Belle had a blog with recent photos, then I would have known this. Thanks to whoever mentioned that. Why not do it the other way around? Email Lexi Bell. Exactly. Ask Lexi Bell if she has any inters in philosophy. If she says yes, then ask her which philosophers she likes. Once you get her answer, strike up a conversation with the girl in your class about these very philosophers. This will get you laid. Isn't this putting despots before the horse? Cyclist wiped out by kangaroo. Yeah, kangaroos are no joke. They run out in front of cars all the time in Australia. Where I live, you'll see roadkill kangaroos all over highways and they get cleaned up daily. My friend hit a kangaroo going about 100 km/h, completely totaled the car, and broke a leg. Thank God that was it. Kangaroo got up, looked around and hopped off, like it didn't give a rap. Edit. Wow, I woke up to a lot of unread messages. I'm really feeling down at the moment, so waking up to so much interaction really helps. Thank you everybody. Your friend's leg was broken while inside the car with all the safety features, yet the kangaroo hopped away. No, the roo was the one driving. Ah, the old switcheroo. Holy shit, the prophecy has been fulfilled. Pack it up boys, we are shutting the servers off in 10. My friend and his father used to go to old battlefields and dig up bullets, guns, parts of tanks, etc. Until that day I thought it was really cool. Then they dug up that bomb. It was obviously still functional, though I doubt they realized that. So when I came over to their house and they tried to show it to me, it exploded in my friend's father's arms. I was standing far enough not to have been seriously injured. They were a different matter. My friend was bleeding like crazy and his father literally had no arms. At least that is what I remember. He was covered in so much blood that maybe it just looked that way to me. There was an ambulance nearby, so it got there in time to get us all to the hospital and save their lives. They were alive, according to a doctor at the hospital, when my parents got to the hospital and took me home. Whenever I asked, my parents told me they were alive, but didn't allow me to go to their home anymore. Then my friend's entire family just moved away. I didn't even know that my friend or his father had gotten out of the hospital. At the time I believed my parents and was just waiting for my friend to get out of the hospital and come back to school. That never happened, so I'm no sure if my parents told me the truth or lied to make me feel better. So it is possible that they didn't survive. My parents have lied to me about other things in the past, about things of similar importance, so I really don't know. I don't live in Russia anymore, and I will not be going back there anytime soon. Also, I really don't want to find out. I have known too many people that have died/been killed at one point or another, and I prefer to pretend that this friend and his dad are perfectly fine to this day. In Soviet Russia, bomb disarms you. My gift to Reddit. I created an image hosting service that doesn't suck. What do you think? If you are looking for an image, it was probably deleted. I got fed up with all the other image hosts out there, so I made my own. It doesn't force you to compress your images, and it has neat things like crop, resize, rotate, and compression from 10 to 100. It's my gift to you. Let's not see any more Imagishak/Photobucket around here. I'll be listening if anyone has some suggestions. Edit. The server was moved off of shared hosting after about 4 hours of release. It's now on a dedicated server with a 100 MB port. Edit 2. This is an old post and it's no longer on just one dedicated server. It's on many and utilizes a CDN provided by Voxel. Watching Fellowship of the Ring tonight and never noticed the resemblance until now. The old Reddit switcheroo. The original. Male Redditors, what hints have girls given you that flew over your head and you now deeply regret? What's your worsto? She wasn't actually inviting me over for coffee at 2 AM moment. Wow, front page and over 8,000 comments. Awesome stories everyone. So close to over 9,000. 1. I worked the overpass shift at a hotel one summer. Worked with a gorgeous blonde. One Friday night. I came in as her shift was ending. Your backup called in sick, so you'll be here by yourself. She said. Okay. I replied. Would you like me to stick around for a couple of hours? I hate to leave you all alone on a weekend night. No, that's fine. This went back and forth a few times, and then she gave me a big smile. Stupid collider. I don't think you understand. I really want to stay. I smiled. Okay, thanks. Then I went and balanced the credit card receipts. 2. A girl once shyly approached me at a friend's house and said, so, I think I need to learn how to give blowjobs. I think I might just, ask a male friend to be a test subject and give me feedback. I said, okay. And then I played Settlers of Catan for 4 hours. 3. During a college bowl tournament, I once opened a storage closet out of curiosity and a girl followed me in grinning. Look at the size of this thing. I can't believe we are in this room every week and never noticed it. She nodded enthusiastically and said, I know. This place is bigger than my bedroom. She sat down, smiling. Quieter. 2. My response, yeah, these dividing walls are surprisingly thick. I then walked out of the closet and pounded on the wall. I poked my head in. Could you hear that? Well, I'm getting a Diet Coke. Edit. Given how crazy this got, I decided to do an AMA. 4. Girl coworker grabs me from behind, making a low growl. That's my horny noise, she says. I was so startled I just said, oh, okay. Then went and did some filing. 5. I mentioned to a girl that a family of D live in the woods behind our dorm. She agrees to come with me the next day to look for them. We walk into the woods. She sits down. So, she says, do you want to sit next to me? Look. I say excitedly. There's deer scat here. Man, you'd think it would be bigger. 6. Girl comes up to me at Jukebox. I like this band, she said. Do you have any of their CDs? I'd love to come over and listen to one. Oh, Mountain Goats isn't really a band, I say. He's a singer-songwriter. I continue talking about the Mountain Goats before digressing to Neutral Milk Hotel, and she sobers up somewhere in there and excuses herself. Yeah, more stories. 1. Girl kisses me in the dark in her bedroom at her birthday party. You should leave before we do something stupid, she whispers. I nod and leave. 2. Girl invites me out on a date, pays for my dinner, takes me back to her place. We talk for a long while. I make her laugh with a hilarious story and cry with a sad one. We chat for a bit. She leans in on the couch. Suddenly, I snap upright. Hey, the Jerry Springer show. TV was on in the background. I've never seen this. Is it as bad as I hear? I watch the Jerry Springer show for 30 minutes while she changes into her pajamas and then she asks me to leave. I cannot believe how many more stories like this I have. I also cannot believe I somehow fathered 2 children. What is the laziest thing you've ever done? Late to the party, but this one is too good to pass up. I was once on a US military ship, having breakfast in the wardroom, officer's lounge, when the operations officer, ops, walks in. This guy was the definition of not a morning person. He's still half asleep, bleary-eyed, basically a zombie with a badgel. He sits down across from me to eat his badgel, and is just barely conscious. My back is to the outboard side of the ship, and the morning sun is blazing in one of the portholes, putting a big bright circle of light right on his barely conscious face. He's squinting and chewing, and basically just remembering how to be alive for today. It's painful to watch. But then Zombie Ops stops chewing, slowly picks up the phone, and dials the bridge. In his well-known "I'm still totally asleep" voice, he says, "EI, it's Ops. Could you shift our Barpet? Yeah, 165. Thanks," and puts the phone down. And then he just sits there, squinting, waiting, and then, ever so slowly, I realize that that big blazing spot of sun has begun to slide off the zombie's face and onto the wall behind him. After a moment it clears his face, and he blinks slowly a few times, and the brilliant beauty of what I've just witnessed begins to overwhelm me. By ordering the bridge to adjust the ship's back and forth patrol by about 15 degrees, he's changed our course just enough to reposition the sun off of his face. He's literally just redirected thousands of tons of steel and hundreds of people so that he could get the sun out of his eyes while he eats his badgel. I'm in awe. He slowly picks up his badgel, and for a moment I'm terrified at the thought that his own genius may escape him, that he may never appreciate the epic brilliance of his laziness, since he's not going to wake up for another hour. But between his next bites he pauses, looks at me, and gives me the faintest sly grin, before returning to gnaw slowly on his zombie badgel. You can have sex with one real person from all of human history, who is your ultimate lay. I'd like to have sex one more time with my wife who passed away from cancer 9 years ago. My body yearns for hers. The ultimate downside to finding the one is she may die young and leave you wanting. I also choose this guy's dead wife.